Hello there.
Howdy.
Hey. Hey,
What's
Tina. Hello, Tina, are you there? Well, it's Tina's phone. But anywho, how are you? Hey, Irene, how are you?
There I am.
Hey, Tina, how are you?
Good.
Excellent, excellent. It's always a surprise to see who will show up, so we'll see.
I think I'm not a surprise. I'm pretty consistent.
That is correct. You beat me to it. And Tina's here on time as
Hi, Irene.
well.
How are you?
Hey, good. How's it going?
Good, good.
Yes. Yes, Irene is married to my cousin, and Tina is someone I know from college.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
The glory days.
indeed.
deep roots.
Indeed. Yes, big roots indeed. Indeed.
Where'd you go? Where'd you guys go? Actually, I don't know where you went.
Penn State.
Oh, cool.
Yes. Yes, that was us. Okay, well, we don't have to wait for anyone. We can just start and go from here. As I told people who may or may not join us, we want to do some charting today. But
Yes.
before we, get into that, if there's anything anyone wanted to discuss or ask or whatever, we can do that first.
No, I'm curious about the charts. I've been kind of like looking forward to that. I got a computer
Okay.
finally that I could run the program on. So
Ooh la la! That's
yes,
exciting.
very exciting. It is
Okay.
exciting. So many things happening.
Right.
I actually got
right.
mine set up without screwing it up, so I'm really excited too.
Wow, awesome sauce. All right, so I have actually never done like this share screen thing, so let's see what happens. I assume I just hit the share screen. Let's see what
And then
happens.
start broadcast.
Wait, do I have to? I hit screen and then share, right? Yeah, I guess.
Mhm. And then there should say have a button. Yeah, there you go. You
There
got
it goes.
Okay, excellent. All right, cool. I don't have any porn running, so all right, we're already good with
Good thing
that.
we're not. Good thing Irene and I aren't sharing because we do.
Exactly,
I know. You
exactly.
see our porn.
Right, right. Wait, oh, there's Sasan. Sasan has joined us.
Hey, Sasan.
Can you speak, Sasan? We can hear you or not, but in any case, whatever. Wait, okay.
Hey, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Hey, are you guys there? Can you hear me?
Yep,
Yes.
We're here.
Yep,
Oh,
okay,
good.
awesome.
Okay, something's weird's happening. Okay, good. Okay, I'm on.
Okay, all right.
Hey, what's up?
Sweet,
What's
very,
up?
very nice, yes. Okay, now, you guys, well, can you see me, I guess?
Yeah.
Or-
Yes,
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, great, because I don't know, okay, and how do I? Okay, okay, all right, just wanted to figure out how this little thing worked. All right, sweet. So, essentially what I wanted to do is, I'm not like here to teach you textbook charting or blah, blah, or any of that stuff. This is like me kind of, as with anything, it's like, hey, this is what I know. This is what I've learned. This is what I look at. Here's an introduction to the tool. Feel free to immerse yourself in it and go nuts and do your own thing. Okay, so,
And Vadim, can I interrupt
man.
for 1
Yeah,
second
for
while
sure,
I'm
man.
setting up?
Yeah.
There is, I just learned something that is going to be useful.
You're
Anybody
breaking
who
up,
uses
at least to
Schwab,
me,
I
you're not
plugged them
consistent.
because
I
it
can't
has-
hear you.
So weird. I don't know what's going on. Okay, just 1 second. I'm going to call back in. Okay, something
Okay.
weird's going on with the phone. I
Okay,
think it's,
that's fine. Okay, man.
Oh, you know what? Okay, now, am I good now?
You're
Yeah.
Because I
good
think I
now.
was
Yes,
connected
you're
to
good now.
two different
You're good now.
devices.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're
yeah.
good now.
Okay, we undisconnected one.
Yeah.
So so what I was going to say is I called into Charles Schwab. So they have, for anybody who has a Charles Schwab account, they have a free one-on-one tutorial for 45 minutes, 30 minutes of them teaching you stuff and 15 minutes of question and answer with a trading expert.
Sweet.
Cool.
Free service.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah,
Did
just
you
call-
did you get that
I
set up through Josh or did you do it yourself?
No, I just called in to ask some questions about it, and they connected me to trading scheduler,
Mhm.
and I'm scheduled, I think, for Tuesday,
Okay,
Nice.
Tuesday or
awesome.
Wednesday.
So
Yeah, so
if-
that's
if-
great. That's great.
If
That's
anyone is interested in that also, you can do the same, or you can probably just shoot Josh a text and get him to set it up for you, whatever is easiest or expedient. Okay, so let's plunge in. Okay, so you see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, so what I've got on my screen are the chart, okay? A variety of different screens that I've set up parameters for, that have all of these names, upside, this, dividend, low P, etc. Okay. Down here are different watch lists that I've created for, and everything is don't overdo it. Don't overdo it, because you can create a lot of slices and dices and 45 different watch lists. And what happens is you end up using none of them because you've created so many of them. So, but I do have some watch lists. I have these screens are basically what you're doing to create results that satisfy certain parameters that you're looking at. Like, for instance, here, I'm looking for stocks with low PEs. I'm looking for stocks that pay more than a 5% dividend. I'm looking for stocks that are at least 50% below their 52-week high. This has just been sitting there. And this upside one, this is my, as it were, tour de force. And I think it's something that can really give you results. So I've got these, I've got the chart, I've got the watch list, and I've got, this is like the research screen. And what you'll see is, for instance, let's just say I'm just going to click on this DIA. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. And once I click on that, it changes the chart to that, and it changes the research screen to that. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to set up all of these screens so that they're all integrated and they play together. And that way, you'll be able to get information, charting information, as well as research information when it's available for all the stocks that you've set up for your screens. So go to Launch Tools, okay, in the top right hand. Okay, and then where the hell is this screener? Where am I looking? Screener plus and sectors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So you've got the screen that looks like mine here, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome. Great. Okay. So go back to Launch Tools. Okay, and then launch chart. Where's the chart one? Yeah, chart, the first one under research and analyze.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've got that. Now go back again and click on research. Okay, and you also see on that same line, you've got the watch list thing. We're not going to do that now. That's something you can just click on later and create, a watch list that maybe is like your portfolio or a watch list for whatever, The difference between a watch list and a screen is a watch list, you're just putting in the stocks that you're interested in. Whereas a screener, you're putting in the parameters that you're interested in, and then you just see whatever stocks come up that fit that parameter. And they can be different every day, every month, whatever, that kind of thing. So we're not gonna kick on the watch list screen. Okay, so right now you have this screener screen, you've got the chart screen, and you've got the research screen, right?
Mhm.
Yes, okay, awesome.
Yes.
Great. Okay. You see how on all of them, you've got this like little color icon, like where it says link?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. What you want to do is you want to make sure that it is the same on all three. Okay. And if it's not, then just click on it and it shows you what they are and just, make them all the same.
What does that do? That connects those screens
That
together?
exactly,
Okay.
exactly. That connects them all together. So when you click on the stock symbol, it, brings up the
Mhm.
information about all of that.
Okay.
Okay. Let me know when you are done. And Sasan, you maybe already have all of these things set up
Yeah.
because we did that a while ago.
I set it up. I think I created some redundancy by going through it, but I'm fixing it now.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So I'll just.
Mine automatically defaulted to charting and doing all this thing with Microsoft. I don't know why, but maybe I looked for it or something. I don't know if that's what did it, but
What do you mean when you went into Launch Tools and clicked on chart? It didn't
yeah,
give
it
you
gave me a
chart
Microsoft
that,
chart.
not the chart that is here on the screen.
No, yeah, not that.
Okay, I have no idea what that chart you're looking at looks like.
It's
Tina?
it's the Microsoft chart.
I have no idea what that looks like.
Okay. Okay.
Tina, does yours
Yeah,
look
mine
like
opened
mine?
up too. I'm just gonna close it. I think it just comes with Schwab. I think it just automatically does it.
Yeah.
I just closed
Nah.
it.
Okay, so does no one have the chart that looks like mine, or is it just Irene who doesn't have the chart that looks like mine?
I have yours.
I have yours.
Okay,
Mm.
all right, okay, I don't know. I have no idea what yours looks like, Irene, but maybe, I don't know if you can follow along because, well, that might be difficult. So if yours doesn't look anything like mine, I'm assuming you don't see these icons that I'm scrolling over, right?
No, it has all of that. It's just charting Microsoft. I just changed it to DIA.
I
Yeah.
see. I thought you meant it was like launching some Microsoft chart like tool, like
yeah.
PowerPoint.
No,
or
it
some
was
shit.
just doing everything, just that for Microsoft.
Okay, just my confusion. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you've got your chart. Great. All right.
Mhm.
So your chart is probably not showing this squiggly red line on the bottom, right?
Mhm.
It doesn't have this thing on the bottom here, right? Or does it? Does it have something like this on the bottom?
Yeah, all of mine is similar to yours, except I don't have any of the extra lines, just the dots, the green and red dots. And then I have, like D, like the letter D, monthly dividend over it.
Okay, right, awesome. Okay, great. Okay, so on the bottom where we've got, the dates, okay, change the dates to 120, to 120 days. Okay,
Mhm.
I mean, you can just click on it and then type it in. You don't have to scroll through it. Okay, awesome. Okay, then let's pop open. Well, first, let's take a look. What is the information that we have here? What we have on the chart here is we have the date, we have the open, the high, the low, the close, and the volume. And when you put your cursor over any date, it'll, and you click on it, it'll reflect that change up above in that date, open, high, low line. Okay, so you can kind of always get a reference of what went on that day. Okay, so let's go over here and of course, interrupt me, ask any questions as we go along. Okay, so just open this thing up. Okay, type, basically just change your things to this. Daily style candlestick. Okay, then go to Studies and click on View All Studies.
Out of here.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Una segunda. Okay, hey, everyone else who has joined. Okay, all right, we're not that far along, so we can do a quick catch up. Rob, Wesley, unmute. Rob, you're unmuted, awesome. Rob, well, I don't know, have you followed along, or are you like now looking at my screen and going, I don't know what the fuck's going on?
We came in a little bit late, but the problem, of course, we're out here in the middle of nowhere with a slightly
No
slow
problem.
connection, so it took a
No
while
problem.
for everything.
Okay,
So I'm
that's cool.
kind of watching where you're at. I'm eventually going to switch you over to a larger screen. I think the main thing is I'm looking at the okay, I figured it out.
Yeah, Wesley, how are you doing? Where are you in
I'm in the second camp.
you just got here, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So super quick. Is everyone on Street Smart Edge? Wesley and Rob, you're both launched that. You're in the program, right?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Okay, terrific. So let's just okay, so okay, so you see me, you see my screen, right? You all see my screen?
Yes.
Rob, Wesley?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
looking at this. Okay.
Just, yeah, okay, great. So go to Launch Tools. Okay, go to Launch Tools, click on Screen Plus, click on Chart, click on Research. Okay?
All right, hold on. Can you just repeat that one time?
Okay, go to Launch Tools. You see Launch Tools in the top right there? Yes,
do.
okay, awesome, great. Then go to Screener Plus, which is the last one in the middle, Find Opportunities. Click on that,
Ah,
okay?
got it.
Then go back to Launch Tools, click on Chart, go back again and click on Research. Okay, Rob and Wesley, you're all on the same page with me?
What was the one you clicked on, screeners?
Screeners, Chart, and Research.
Paper.
I'm going to close some other windows in the background here. Hold on a second.
I don't see your screen, so whatever you've got, you've got.
Yep.
Okay, are we all on that? Do you all have the screens that I have? Jesus, with this thing in the ass. Okay, do you see similar screens? You have a chart screen, you have a screener screen, and you have a research screen. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Awesome. You see, and where I'm pointing, you see these little icons? The different color icons where it says link, okay? Wesley, you with me? Just respond when I say it. Awesome, great. Okay, make sure all three screens have the same color. Let me
Okay.
know. Good, good, awesome. Okay, go to the chart. On the chart on the bottom where it has the dates, put in 120. Where right before go, put in 120 and hit go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Wesley, you there?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Okay, everyone, we're back to where we were. Okay, open
Bottom
up.
one
Yeah.
Thing though, all of mine stuff is showing the S&P, and I'm assuming I can change it from that drop-down menu. But interestingly, I don't even see DGA up in there.
What? You've got
So
the
on the
screen,
chart
you've got a
it's showing-
screen that looks like this, right? That says top 10
Yep.
volume, blah, blah, blah. You've got a chart, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah, but my chart is.
yeah, go in
chart
here
is
and
the
type it in.
SPX.
Just go in there and type it in,
Oh. Okay.
okay?
That will help.
All right.
Oh, oh.
That's all right, man. It's Sunday, but you know, you probably haven't smoked as much pot as I have, so I'm not sure what your excuse is. All right, so we've got these screens for all of that. Pop open this little tab here. Okay, all right, great. Daily style candlestick. Okay, great. Yes, we're all on the same page. Great. Click on view all studies.
Yeah, hey, 1 second. I'm sorry. Where's that drop-down menu coming from, bottom?
Okay, do you see where I'm pointing on my screen? Right here, you see this little tab on the chart?
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
What-
pop that open.
I'll just click that right there. Okay, gotcha.
Okay,
Daily
great,
candlestick.
right, and view all studies.
What
Do
was
you
that
see
last
that?
part, bottom?
View all studies. If you look on this thing, you see where it says draw and then studies, and then there's like a view all studies. Everyone else has that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it, Rob? Rob, do you see where I am? You have this thing. If you've got the candlestick, underneath that
I
it
see it,
says,
bottom.
you got it?
I got it.
Okay,
Yep.
awesome. Great. View all studies. Okay, super. On the bottom, do you have anything selected in the selected studies?
Not me.
No.
Rob? Wesley?
Mm-mm.
Awesome. Sasan, I know you do, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, first thing you're gonna do is go to the trend, okay? The trend column, third one, and go to simple moving average. Click add,
Okay.
okay? Great.
Mhm.
Pick whatever color you want that to be. Okay, all of the other stuff. Period 50. Okay,
Mhm.
all right,
Hey, Bottom,
okay,
so-
yes,
I'm having, bottom, I got a timeout for a second. I'm sorry. I'm not following you because I'm trying to follow on a phone. So which part of this view all studies are we in?
wait,
First
you're
two?
doing this on your phone?
No. I'm doing the chart on my laptop, but
Okay,
I'm connected to Zoom on my phone. So
ah,
where am I in view all studies? What portion are we looking at here?
trend,
Trend. Thank you.
yeah,
That's what I missed.
yeah, on the bottom.
Thank you.
3 from the bottom, simple moving average.
Thank
When I hit view all studies, it opens up a whole other screen. But underneath it, in that screen, there is an add, color setting, and help. Is it in one of those? I'm not able to see your arrow moving because of I'm on a phone too.
Do you see my arrow? I don't know. I mean,
Hold on. Move your arrow around. Let me see if I,
I
just flip
am,
the
I'm
screen.
moving it around. I'm,
Oh, okay.
I'm
I got it.
rolling
Yeah.
Okay, you see me?
Yeah. Okay, where is it?
It's on simple moving average.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thanks.
So has everyone done this one? 50s, have you changed period to 50?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Awesome.
Yes.
Great. Hit simple moving average again.
Okay.
Okay, great. Change it to a different color. And period is 200.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, now go to the market strength column, which is the first column. Okay, it's under intraday, and then you've got market strength. And then you're going to stochastic RSI. I will explain all of this to you, but we're just setting them up right now.
Okay.
Okay? And the stochastic RSI also, you know, change the color, blah, blah. Then over, you see on the other side of the color chart where it says line, weight, show in SRSI.
I don't have that option.
Yeah, me neither.
What do you have there?
I have either new price chart or new pane.
Price chart or
Same.
new pane? Interesting. Why do I have that? And you're in the stochastic RSI, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Right, everything
Everything else
is
is the same, line, weight, blah, blah, blah.
Well, the weight is also different, but I don't know if that makes a difference.
Yeah,
Yours
that
is a little
doesn't make
thicker.
any, yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any difference.
Mhm.
Is anything preloaded in that screen as the show in?
New pane is what is selected.
Okay, all right, let's see what happens. Then period 14,
Mhm.
okay, all of that, hit okay.
Okay.
Okay, all right, so
Mhm.
now we are back to this, okay? Close the tab thing, okay? So now is everyone looking on a screen that looks like mine?
Yes.
Yes.
Except that I still have those little
Yeah.
Ds above there that show when dividends were paid out. Otherwise, yes.
What, say again?
Except that I have little Ds over like dates when the
Oh,
dividends were
right,
paid out, I believe.
yes. And I mean, those, if you like roll over them or whatever, it'll tell you what that is. I think the Ds are
Mhm.
dividend dates and there'll be like
Mhm.
E's for earnings, et cetera, et cetera.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right. But Rob, everyone, does everyone have a screen that looks like this?
Yes.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, awesome. And we're all looking at DIAA, right?
Yes. GIA. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
I
So
am
we're-
not. Where do I put DIAA to make it DIA? Mine is at MSFT.
On the chart.
Okay.
Okay, just change the symbol.
I have BACAT IBM.
Dude, it doesn't fucking matter. Go to the chart, okay? Go to the chart where it's the place to put in the symbol. Just type it in, DIA.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right. Okay, got it.
Okay, all right, awesome. Okay, so we're all looking at this. What is it that we see here? Okay, what we are looking at, first of all, you know what? All of you who have like the D's or the whatever letter shit and all of that, get rid of all that crap.
And how do
Not
we do
really
that?
How do you do that?
Maybe I think
Probably.
click on them, like left click on them or something. I don't have them on my screen. I took them off a long time ago. I don't really remember.
Oh, at the top, if you just hit dividends at the top and then there's an X that comes there, you can take them
There
off.
you go. Awesome.
Okay.
Lovely.
See what I mean?
Oh,
Yes,
right,
I got that. Thank you.
Got it. Yep.
Right, exactly. Right underneath the date, open, high on the
Mhm.
chart where you have like, now you'll have SMA 50, SMA 200.
Yep.
I don't know what that orders thing does, but irrelevant. So just get rid of everything except the SMA 50 and the SMA 200. Okay. So, all right. So what we're looking at is the price chart for DIA, which is whatever, it doesn't matter, for the last 120 days. Okay. And so this is the price. What is a candlestick chart? A candlestick chart will show you the aggregate movement during that day, what the low has been, and those will be like the tails, you know, and what the high has been. And as you look at it on a smaller, you know, it becomes a little bit more telling than if you just have a line graph or something like that. It breaks it down so you can like look at this and you go, okay, this kind of, you can look at it and kind of have a sense of how does this stock trade overall? Is it mainly an up day thing or a down day thing? Is it, you know, because just because it's a downward slide doesn't mean that that's the trend. Okay, so when we look at this and then you see these two lines, right? The SMA 50 and the SMA 200. Those are tracking the short-term momentum and the long-term momentum. 50 days is short-term, 200 days is long-term. Okay, you get a sense of how a stock tracks over that time frame. The red line is something that's called an overbought, oversold indicator, which is actually exactly what it sounds like. When something is oversold, well, maybe it's a sign to start buying it, and vice versa. Now, none of these things by themselves are like, oh my God, that's the shit, must act now, but each one of them is a reinforcing factor. Okay, so let's now just, for shits and giggles, and now also look at this, look at even DIA. Okay, but you know what? For something more pronounced, let's take a look at something that we all own. And I think at this point, it's safe to say that we all own Apple and probably like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, that kind of thing. Okay, so let's type in, let's go with Apple, since everyone has that, AAPL. Okay. I mean, did everyone type that into the chart?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Okay, and so change that. So now you see you've got the chart for Apple, and then it also brings you up all the research that Schwab has for Apple, such as summary, earnings, ratings, metrics, blah blah blah, and go through that, see what's there, learn that. So you kind of understand what falls into each of those, what are the factors, how are they looked at numerically, and all of that. Then let's take a look at this overbought,
Hey,
oversold.
Vadim, can
Yep, by
I'm
all means.
sorry.
Yeah.
Can you just, I didn't like, for some reason, mine didn't pop up like the research, and I didn't see it last time either. So I just thought that.
Do you see, do you have the research screen? Do you have a screen that looks like this?
No, and actually now I tried to click on something else and I just don't even see anything. I don't know what I did. So, do you know how to like look where like the screens that you opened were? Sorry, I know that's very, very basic and probably.
Well, I mean, you probably opened up some kind of a screen that now covers everything up.
Maybe.
So just
Yes.
like X out of screens.
Okay, I'm trying. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I'm X'd out of everything now, but okay, I'm back to sorry. I'm a little.
That's
yeah.
okay, no problem, no problem.
Okay. Okay, and my AAPL screen is back.
Okay, and do you have the chart screen?
I lost it again. Okay, here I am. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
I mean,
no, it's not the same one. Okay, forget it. I'll try to find it. I'm sorry. I just wanted to keep up with you guys, but I don't
well,
want to
yeah,
hold anybody back.
well, no, we need you to keep up with us. So
Okay.
let's, what is up?
Okay, I'm just gonna show you what I got going on.
Okay, and how are you gonna do that? You're just gonna hold it up to the screen?
Can we see it?
1 second. How do I
Or you could just share your screen if you wanted for a
Yeah,
moment.
but I'm
switch it
on a
back.
call. I'm on a call. That's not the same
Okay,
computer.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Ay,
Same as me.
caramba. All right, Rob, don't talk. I can only see her screen. But then it switches over to whoever's talking. Irene, talk so I can see your screen.
Hey, do you hear me? You see my
Yes,
screen?
great. Okay, awesome. Okay, so
And yeah, so the Apple chart
okay,
that
so-
popped up is not the one that I set up because it doesn't have all the lines that we set up.
okay, right.
Sorry. No? Do you need? Are you still looking?
Yeah, you need to redo everything.
Okay, cool. All right, so what do I click on?
First of all, close all of the shit. Okay, so you don't have any
it just
bullshit
opened with all
screens.
this stuff. I was like, wait,
Okay.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay.
Let's just
I'll
do
close
it.
off. Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, so get the 3 screens open.
I'm closing everything. Okay. I'm going
Launch
on.
tools.
Okay, launch tools. Yes. Okay. Screener, do I go to?
Yes.
Or chart? Screener?
Screener.
Okay. Okay,
Not TTF screener, Screener Plus.
yes, I believe I
Okay.
did that. And that opens with, my list comes up with the top 10 volume.
Great, awesome, great.
Okay,
Okay, chart.
chart, okay. Okay, it
Okay.
opens in Apple, but without any of my
Great,
stuff.
great.
that I
Go
put in.
back and
Yes.
research.
Okay, should I change that to 120 days there?
Now just go back to Launch Tools Research.
Okay, research, launch tools, research. Sorry.
Same line as chart.
Yes, got it.
Okay,
got it.
great.
Mhm.
Change the link thing to, so that it's all the same.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Okay, awesome. On your charts, get rid of all the bullshit. The Ds, et cetera, blah, blah.
Okay.
Well, how did you do that? Since you're there, mine's still up. I didn't want to slow down.
It's right
Where'd you go
next
do
to
that?
hide, right next to hide. You see at the top of the chart,
Yeah,
below
I see it.
date, blah, blah, blah. Just X out all the bullshit.
All right,
Oh,
and the
yep.
studies, I'm gonna go put in the studies,
Yes.
do the simple moving average twice and do
Twice.
one for 50 days.
One of the 50 and 200.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Okay, then stochastic RSI.
Yes. Okay. Sorry about this.
No worries, shit happens.
No worries. It's actually helpful. It's a good review. He was going
Thank-
fast.
But I
Okay,
know Tina nailed it the first time.
That's unusual.
You're an
Yeah,
A
me too.
student, Tina, A student.
There's still time to, there's still time to screw it up.
No,
Don't
but
worry.
yeah. Tina is CFO material. She doesn't make mistakes like that.
There you go.
All right, so where are we? How are we doing there?
Okay, I'm in there. The only thing that I do not have, I believe,
Do you have the
is-
stochastic RSI?
Yes, I put that in too. Okay,
And
I
you
think-
have the
I think-
candlestick?
yes.
Yes?
So I think everything
Okay.
is right now. Okay.
All right,
And I
awesome,
see, yeah,
sweet,
the research thing. Perfect, thank you.
great, all right, terrific. Awesome, so put in Apple.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, great. All right. And so everyone sees what I see, right? It all looks like this.
Yep.
Okay, fabulous. All right. So first we're gonna take a look at what is it that I look at, okay? What I'm basically gonna illustrate to you here is what happens when stocks break 50-day, 200-day moving averages, okay? And if you watch CNBC, you'll notice that they always talk about short-term, long-term, you know, and these are, I didn't come up with 50 and 200 on my own or whatever. These are the parameters that they use when they look for short-term, long-term. And this is short-term, long-term as an investor. Short-term and long-term would be looking, you know, the same kind of parameters, but instead of it being 120 days, it would be 120 minutes, you know? And you can, just like in that chart pullout where the first thing said daily, you can have that change to hour, to minute, to whatever. And really, you know, if you want it to be insane and day trade, like get it going on that level. And that's what day traders do, is they set up all of these charts and they set up automatic trades. So when it crosses, it triggers this, it triggers that, buy, sells, and then they can just walk away and it trades for them all day long. Okay, but what I look for is the confluence of these three things as trigger points for me. Okay, and essentially what I want is I want to know when a stock breaks its 50-day to the upside, while at the same time being above the 200-day. So I want the stock to have very, very solid long-term support and be above its short-term support. Now, if I was a trader with those parameters, I would sell here, you know? like right at the, middle of February or somewhere, where Apple dropped below its 50-day. Okay? Now you see right now, it's approaching its 200. And with the moves that it's been moving, it's not impossible. For me, I look at like 118, 119, kind of where it tapped yesterday or on Friday as being a critical point, but at the same time, I do not sell Apple. Honestly, I sell Apple right around expiration time. I almost never do not hold Apple for virtually the entire time. So in that regard, the fact that it may drop below its 200, while not making me happy, isn't really going to change anything for me. But if we look at the 50-day, we see that up until right now, there's really nowhere within 120 days that Apple has approached anywhere near its 200-day. Maybe somewhere back in November, but even then you can see the gap would have been much greater than it is now. So if you were to say, okay, hey, look at this, I see Apple, so like here in October, let's say, I would have gotten out of it. Then back here in early November, it crossed above it. I'd get into it. And at that time, I'd get into it at like 117. Okay, so now if from this point, you just held it and 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 held it until here, okay, that's from 130, 113 or whatever, 117, 115 to 130. So that's a 10% move right there. Okay, that's like you set it up and you buy when it crosses above and you sell when it drops below. And then you wait again until it repeats. And you just do that and do that and do that. And that's what a lot of people do. They come up with a formulaic approach and they do that all day long. And because they know I'm going to make this much money doing that. And if I can do that year after year, I'm good with that. Okay, now, but how do you know when this happens? There are 30,000 stocks. If I don't follow Apple, how the fuck do I know that on this day, on November 4th, it crossed above? Okay, well, that's where these screeners come in. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to set up this upside screen. And what this upside screen does is exactly that. It tells you when this happens, when it goes above. Okay, and it tells you that for the entire universe of stocks and ETFs that are available. So click on this plus sign on the screener tab, on the screener part, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and then you just call it upside for consistency's sake.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you're with these charts and the way that they function, and I think that this is over for a little while, but all of these companies that have been coming out as SPACs and the more speculative ones, this is not really the way that you'd be trading those. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, why not?
Because do they even have the data to input onto this?
Well, I mean, obviously, if they don't, they don't. If anything, whether it's a SPAC or an IPO, if it went public and I'm putting in 50 and 200 days and, they haven't traded those, I'm not really going to get those kind of indicators. You know? Plus, as you see, that's not the only thing. Those aren't the only criteria that I put on. So, okay, so you've created the new tab, you've titled it Upside, and now you see criteria results, right? Underneath that.
Yep.
Right, okay, awesome. So let's click on criteria. Okay. We all there?
Not there.
Okay. Does everyone see criteria results? Everyone's, sees that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, and, are we all there?
No, where is it?
Okay, you're on the screener, right, Tina? You created this upside tab, you see me?
Wait, do yours. I'm having trouble too. Moving around. Oh, okay.
Okay, you see,
Fuck, mine disappeared.
I'm on screeners, yeah.
okay, did you create the upside? This, you see my screen, Tina?
Yeah,
Did you like
Mm.
click on this plus over here or wherever you have it?
yeah,
Did you get a
Yes.
little tab? You know, when you created a new tab?
yeah, when you have
Yeah.
plus, it'll create a new tab called screen one, I think.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
have to rename that. Just right click where it says screen one to rename it. It'll give you a rename option.
yeah. Okay,
and then like right underneath that tab, it'll say criteria and results. If you look at my screen, hopefully you can see what I'm moving my cursor around.
Whoa.
oh, shit.
Okay, Tina,
Yes,
okay. The screen, do you see where my cursor is? You see the screen my cursor is on?
nope,
Do you see my screen?
yep,
Okay, to the left of the chart, okay? You see, I'm just now on the chart. Now
Mhm.
I'm on this other thing, okay? Okay, you see where, okay, great. Do you see where my cursor is? Do you have a plus thing there?
yep,
Okay, click on that.
yep,
Great. You've got a little tab, yes?
yes,
Great. Okay, just click on it like you would, you know, to change the name, like double click on it and write in upside.
yep,
Great. Underneath that, you've got criteria and results, yes?
yep,
Awesome. Click on criteria.
Okay, got it.
Okay, we're all on the same page now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Remarkably, I haven't smoked any pot during this whole thing. You'd think I'd be hotboxing it. But anywho, all right, so we're all on the screen that looks kind of like this. Great. So now you see at the top where it says basic.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Open that up and go to the line that says market cap.
Okay.
mm-hmm,
Okay, great. First drop down says market cap, leave it at that. Next one is greater than,
mm-hmm,
okay? And then after that, click on the thing and type in 25,000. Now that 25,000 actually means 25 billion. Okay, so the first criteria that I put in is I'm interested in seeing companies with a market cap greater than 25 billion, or listings, not companies, listings, ETFs, blah, blah, whatever. Okay, so everyone put that in?
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Okay, awesome. You see to the right of that, you've got like the display column and then criteria matches, screen matches, right?
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So you see, like, if you didn't click on market cap and put all of this, you'd basically be looking at a universe of 29,382 possibilities to choose from, which of course is insane. But as soon as you put that in, and this is where our numbers might get a little different, but when you just put that in, for me, under criteria matches, I see 686.
I have that too.
Mhm.
Okay, awesome, great. All right, terrific. Then go down the list of things until you get to last trade.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
awesome. So first column stays last trade, then is greater than, and then the third one, scroll down until you get to SMA 50 day, which is, you can just whip that thing all the way to the bottom and it's gonna be like right at the very bottom.
By the way, I'm
can
sorry if I
also
missed
just
this. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can also type those names in as you come
Yeah,
in.
you
Type
can also
SMA,
type
it'll
that
take
in,
you down.
yep. Mhm.
Did you say what the SRS was? I think I missed it maybe, or I must have missed it.
The SRS, the stochastic is a measure of oversold and overbought conditions.
Yes, that's right.
And
That was-
and then that's set up across a shorter time frame because those conditions happen much quicker than changes in moving averages.
I got it. Thank you.
Okay,
Sorry.
all right, super. So that one now says last trade is greater than SMA 50 day. Okay,
Mhm.
then click add another filter. Okay, everyone see that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so this one is just going to say last trade is greater than SMA 200 day. Okay, so what we are now saying is we are looking for companies or for listings that have a market cap greater than 25 billion. Why 25 billion? Because I don't want to look at really small companies. I want companies that have at least a measure of stability today. Maybe a year ago, they were worth 250 million, and now they're worth 25 billion. So, that's why nothing by itself is the end all be all. Okay, so now you've got those two that say one is SMA 50, one is SMA 200. So we're looking for companies with a market cap of greater than 25 billion that where the last trade has both greater than the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. Great. Moving right along, go to previous close. Previous close.
Mhm.
Okay? And
Is that under add a filter or where is that?
No, that's just, the same place where you found last trade, just,
Oh, okay.
okay? Previous close.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Okay,
Click it.
yes, click on that. And
Okay.
you're also, yeah, so this first one, you want it to be previous close is less than SMA 50 day. Okay. And then add another filter. And this one says previous close is greater than SMA 200 day. Okay?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, great. So what we are now looking for is companies with a market cap of over 25 billion whose last trade is both above the 50-day and the 200-day. However, whose previous close, its close the day before, is below, less than the 50-day moving average, but greater than the 200-day moving average. Okay? So we're looking to capture that moment in time when the previous day's close, it was below our trigger indicator, and the next day it's above it, while maintaining its being above its long-term trend line. Okay, understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so now go down to the, like right now, all of these market cap, less trade, previous close were all in the basic category. So now go down to technicals,
Mhm.
okay?
Mhm.
And in the technicals, find SMA 50-day,
Okay.
okay? And just make that SMA 50-day is greater than SMA 200-day.
Well, what was that under? You said it's, what was the first thing I clicked?
Technical. Under technicals.
Technical. I am, sorry, can you wait your wand over that? Technical.
You wave your magic
Sorry,
wand by.
yeah.
Scroll
yeah.
down, scroll down
Whoops,
where
one
the screens of
second.
where you were putting them in.
Yes.
They're at the bottom.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Basic, and
Yeah,
then it goes
yeah.
to metrics and then technicals.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
See it?
My, yeah,
Yeah.
my scroll is stuck. Okay, I got it. Okay.
okay.
Oh, we'll go down. Okay. Technicals.
And then you're gonna click SMA 50-day. Did you get there?
Yeah, on
Mine
here,
is stuck and now it kicked me off of that screen. Okay, hold on. Just give me 1 sec.
Mhm.
Fuck. Everything just blinked out. Okay. It's not account screen research. Going back to this. Make that big. No. It,
Suzanne, where are you?
everything went gray. I've got 4 gray screens. So just give me 1 second. I might be that something's covered up or something. 1 sec.
I've been there. I feel you.
Yeah, this sucks. I hope something's saved. Okay, now I'm back
Hey,
on. Okay.
okay, are you back with us? Do you need to reset all the freaking screens or
No,
what's up?
no. I'm not resetting all the screens. I have I am back to the original. Okay, so I got it up. I got everything up that where we were before we started setting this up. This last 5 minutes. So I'm back on that screen that has a 200, the 50-day, and the daily moving average. And then what was the next move we made? Then I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Just I don't know why it'll grayed out.
Okay, dude, are you on the upside criteria results thing? Do you see where I am?
Yeah. Okay. Do your thing. So yours, yeah, your screen where you are, mine disappeared, which is unfortunate. Hold on. It's got to be. All right. That's not it. And motherfucker. Okay, just go ahead and do what you're doing. I'm gonna keep looking. And I'll figure it out. Just keep going though, please.
Okay, all right, everybody, hit save screen. If you haven't already.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
All right, so then just click on results.
Results. Sorry.
It's
Which
right
one's
next to
Gotcha,
criteria.
Gotcha. There, I'm there.
Okay, and let me just.
You know, my results, even though all my numbers matched up with yours, the what pops up is different. It's weird. You're scrolled. Okay, sorry. Let me look down. Maybe not. I'm not
Irene,
sure.
when I did mine,
Okay.
it first came up. The symbols came in reverse alphabetical order. I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
I had to
Same
switch
here.
back.
Oh yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah,
Yep.
that is what I got.
Strange default. So just in the symbol chart at the top, just turn
Just
that
flip
arrow
it.
so it's
And
pointing out.
also, you like, basically, I have my sorted by industry. Do you have
Industry.
industry?
Oh,
No, I don't have
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's I don't have that. on there.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't have that either.
okay, so, let me see.
yeah, if you right click on the top there, in that column, there's a place where you can choose what columns to display.
In where?
I'm trying to
Oh,
figure-
under description maybe? No.
Oh, I see.
right in that gray bar where it says symbol description, you can
Uh-huh.
find a space there, right, click, and it'll give you the option to, what did it say? Hold on. If you right click there, it says columns and settings. It's towards the
Right,
bottom of that
yes.
drop down.
Yeah, the actions drop down. You see that? Yeah,
Yeah.
then-
Oh yeah. there we
Yeah,
go.
no,
right, and then
Now
here,
to-
columns and settings.
Okay, I accidentally clicked
Okay.
CFRA stars rating. Okay.
Okay, so the right here, you see on my screen, these are what I've got. Symbol, description, industry, high 52 weeks, last trade, blah, 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 blah.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna add those in.
Yeah. it's on
Um,
mine, hold on.
I'm just trying to find what's the thing that we click on before we get to this columns to display? Is that what is?
Do you see, did you click on actions?
I didn't see the actions set button. That's what I'm trying to.
Right next to the 15-second in the gray bar on the left?
15 seconds, gray bar on the left. No, I don't have that.
Do you see, are you on a laptop,
Oh, yes.
Irene?
Yes,
All
I am on a
there
laptop.
we
Okay,
go.
actions.
Awesome.
Got
There
it.
we go.
Okay, actions. Ah, there I am. Okay, thank you.
There we go.
You would be the worst kindergarten teacher ever.
You know what? For maybe the first week, and then the kids would come home and they'd be like, "Mom, fuck that shit. What the fuck is this shit you're giving me?"
Yeah, probably. And then be like,
I-
"What'd you learn in school today?" Nothing.
Don't ask
The
me,
dean yelled at
Mom.
me and told me to stop asking.
That's right. Madam told me, whatever you ask Mom to go tell you to go fuck yourself. Okay, so did everyone select these things that I've got here?
Do we
Yep.
select those and unselect what you don't have selected? Because there's different, we just unselect those things.
Yeah, just for, continuity on this one screener. On the future ones, you see where all of these things are. This is also like, a quick walk through where are all of these things hiding.
Yeah, great. And then do you want to scroll down? I want to see if you have anything clicked on the
It's
lower.
all right
portion.
here. You see,
Oh,
that's
it's there,
all right
okay.
here,
Okay, got it. Okay, so.
All right,
All right.
I got them.
Okay? And
Yeah.
then you can move them around with the arrows, to put them in the order. Okay?
Yeah,
Wait,
you
can
can,
you-
you
hold on.
can drag and drop them. You can drag
Right.
and drop them too. It's easier.
Hold on, don't get off that screen just yet. Sorry, 1 second.
It takes a while to find them all.
I know, I'm like,
That's all right.
Like
Sit
there's
up.
only 500.
me. Yes, okay, hang on. Market cap. Because there are like a lot of different categories. Can you just scroll? It's easier for me that way, if you don't mind. Thank you. Okay, yes, change.
Change in high 52 weeks in the price performance.
Okay, high 52 weeks, perfect.
It's the third column. You got it?
Got it. Yeah, I got that
Okay,
now. Thank you.
awesome.
And then
Technicals.
SMA 50. Got it.
Technicals.
SMA 50.
SMA 50, that's
That's
it.
it. Okay, perfect. That's what I needed. Thank you.
Okay, and you got the dividend yield in there, right? That was up there.
Yes.
Okay, great. Lovely. We're all
Yes, thank
good? Super.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Click on industry. Okay, have that be your sorting column with the arrow pointing up.
Okay.
Okay, then, scroll down to biotechnology. Look what's in there, AbbVie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay, great. Click on that shit. Okay, everyone, we're now looking at AbbVie. Okay, is everyone on AbbVie?
Yeah,
Wait 1 second. I'm not
this
there
is
yet.
awesome.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Yes.
Okay, everyone's with me?
I just read
Yeah.
an article that they said that the real value they think is at like 190 almost. So,
Excellent. Okay, so look at what happened. Okay, AbbVie is at its 50. It's kind of been moving sideways, so it's been hugging that 50 for over a month. Okay, really just bumping along, whatever. Okay, but let's take a look at what has led us to this point. Go back to like early November. Okay, and you see in early November, that's where AbbVie leapt up above its 50-day.
mhm.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, at that time, it was also, kind of at its 200-day and they were bouncing along. So personally, I'm not sure if I would have bought at this trigger, because all of this shit, it basically comes down to how disciplined are you in observing the rule, On that day in November, like right here, okay, this stock would not have appeared on this upside screen because the 50-day
below its
was
200,
below it.
yeah.
Exactly. So it wouldn't have even been triggered. So in a way, this wouldn't have been what would I have done? You wouldn't have done dick. You wouldn't have known about it. That's it. The end. Now, here you can also see, okay, 0.25, 0.75. Now I'm on the red squiggly line here on the bottom, okay?
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm.
The RSI line, okay? You're looking for when it's above the 0.75 or below the 0.25. As we can see, this thing has never really dropped below 0.25. It's never really been oversold. So it's not a stock that people chase, that they run up. It's, it's AbbVie. It's a good pharmaceutical company. It makes money. It's not exciting. You're not going to get outsized returns. In a way, it's like a grandma stock. It makes some money. It has a dividend. So, if you need something that's not going to give you any heart attacks and you need to have a biotech diversification or pharmaceutical diversification, AbbVie might not be bad in a diversified, conservative portfolio, and here, because of how we see it's flatlining along the 50, even though, okay, great, it's triggered, it's here, but I'm looking at this thing and I'm going, okay. And of course, let's say I don't really know everything about it. I'm going to look at this and say, I don't think so. Because fundamentally, it's really been flatlining since December. It's really kind of had a little bump up, had down, blah, 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 but it's really gone nowhere for several months. But then you can look at this research stuff. And okay, Schwab gives it an outperform. You can look at the earnings, all of this stuff, ratings. How do who else is looking at it? Here it is, analysts covering 22. how many have buy, how many have outperform, hold, you know, Morningstar equity, blah, 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 you know, all of these things. All of these things, this is all you should look through, educate yourself as much as you can. Ask me what you need to, and you know, stuff like that. So that's, you know,
Can I?
how
can I
we
use
see
for a second
all of
there?
this. Yeah, man, go ahead.
So like when you went to ratings, right, we talked about this, is something I look at, but I don't have any data in that box. AbbVie is there, but it's not showing anything. It's not showing the same stuff as yours. I'm not sure why.
When you click on ratings, you don't see B?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, let's just assume that it's my internet connection for now. I'll look at it later.
Okay.
My
Okay.
reading says A, actually. It's
Yeah, mine
updated.
says
Mine
A.
has a, yeah, 3.5. Yours is 2.26. It's not updated.
Mine is
Anyway,
outperform is
I'll-
of 226.
Yeah, mine is 3.5. So it's changed to a strongly outperform.
Wait, is that, oh, but your Morningstar?
Yeah.
No, Irina, I don't think that's why. It's because, you know, I don't grade on a curve.
It's just, it's the Schwab equity rating is an A for me. And it has the
I'm
date of
with
3.5.
Irene.
I'm just
I'm an
saying.
A with
Thank-
Irene.
Thank you.
Really, that's interesting that I literally, mine says B.
Well,
But
don't
see,
get ahead of the
there you go.
class.
Great. So it got upgraded. Okay. But that's AbbVie. Okay. Again, today, and like right now, the market for this last period of time has not been performing well, as we all know. So right now, you will actually have a lot of shit like this. Okay. Because if you go back to criteria, okay, next to results, right?
Mhm.
Okay, if you click on that, and this is why I'm like, wow, this is fucked up. I've never seen anything like this, because the whole point of this screen is to narrow it down considerably from this 29,382 that we start with, you know? Usually when I look at this screen, the number down here is less than this 50.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh yeah, I've had the results be like seven companies.
Well, now it's
know?
like everybody, buy
Now,
everything.
now it's exactly, it's like 8,800, which I'm like, to me, it's like, that can't be right. What happened? But this is exactly what it's supposed to show. So it's kind of weird that it's showing this many, and I almost, well, let's just click on some other ones.
Because everything is
let's
sucking balls right
let's
now.
just, let's go to FedEx. There it is. Yep, same thing, you know, and look at this, okay?
Ooh,
For FedEx, let's just go to where it says 120, and let's change that to 300. That's too much. Let's go to 200. Let's go to 150. Okay, change that to 150.
Mhm.
Okay, so now you see, because this stock has moved from being 308 in early December to being 257 now. So it's had a considerable drop over that time frame. Okay, where if we look at it at 120 days, the drop is so big that the long-term average isn't even in the same picture. Okay, that also does not happen often.
Can you
know,
repeat that and show and just illustrate it with your cursor? So I
Okay.
understand.
So, all right, just if you change the number of days back to 120,
Okay.
okay,
Mhm.
you see, you don't even see the 200-day moving average.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
got it.
Okay, so I mean, normally they don't have, because like this chart right here, it's got a 20% spread from a high of 300 to a low of 240. You know, the parameters of the chart.
Mhm.
And 20% over 120 days is like, that's crazy. Okay, but that's what we've just covered. So the moves have been so severe over such a short period of time that the two indicators aren't even in the same time frame. You know, they don't even
Does
show
that
up
indicate
in that.
that had a really big move in a shorter term?
What
just-
what this indicates is that on a certain level, it indicates that the 50-day was so far ahead,
Mhm. Of
you
the
know,
200 day.
right,
Yeah.
that it was just ripping like crazy. And
So-
it's the kind of thing where you look at it, you know, and you go, fuck, this is awesome. I'm above the 50-day. Everything is great. This thing is running like a horse. But then you're like, fuck, where's the long-term line even? It's not even here. And that should be, it's like a contradictory indicator. It's like
Would that say
saying,
it's overheated?
yes, yes, because look at FedEx. What day is this? December 9th. It's where it was at its peak, and it's where the candlestick is all red.
Mhm.
Mhm, big
Okay.
sell-off there, right?
Right. Okay. It's not even that there was a big sell-off
Mhm.
there. It's the
Okay.
day before. The stock
Okay.
showed that it was oversold.
Okay.
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 You see?
Mhm.
And then it started to drop. And it wasn't like, oh my God, it's oversold at 3, whatever. And oh my God. And then the next day, look, I mean, look, 2 days later or whatever, it's gone from oversold to like almost over under, like overbought, overbought, oversold, right. It went from oversold, overbought, that's the high line, to like oversold, you know, according to this. But when you look up here, it went from like 301 to like 290, you know, it didn't really drop a lot.
Mhm.
So you would be like, oh, okay, that's the bottom. And then it just stayed on the bottom. And it kept staying on the bottom until here. And then oh, look, wow, look at that big action, but it's still fucking in the shitter, still way below where it was here, you know? So that's why this is just it's a leading indicator, kind of. It's like saying, okay, this is good. We're no longer here, but I'm still not convinced. And then I look here and it's like, oh, okay, it's below its 50-day. So maybe I shouldn't be buying. And then boom, boom, boom. And here we are. And here still, like for me, it's not like, oh my God, it crossed it, I gotta buy. I want some conviction, you know? So for me, on the way up, I will let it like move about 3 to 4%. You know, I wanted to move above that to believe in the move. And conversely, on the way down, like here, I would probably be selling somewhere around here. You know, I wouldn't have sold right where it dropped, because same thing, I need to feel that conviction. And here it's like, oh, it dropped, but then it had some small recovery days, but they had no conviction. They were very narrow in their range. They didn't really go anywhere. And then the next day, boom, drop, 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 drop. So hopefully I would have had the foresight to get out here, but who the fuck knows? You know?
So do you want the SRS to be between 0.25 and 0.75 for like, so you don't think market action is like
Everything-
manipulating it?
I mean, look, like I said, everything is directional. Nothing is the thing. Obviously, if I'm considering buying it and I can have this, like here, if it's crossing, if this was like not on the way down, but if this was crossing on the way up, okay? And I was here, like even now, this is actually not bad because it's kind of in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And it's crossing and the tail is below where it closed, okay? So it's like, okay. So, but here, because of how it's tracking, I'm not gonna think that, oh my God, it's just gonna spike up. Because look at this curve, it's a casual thing, you know? So if this thing goes, it's gonna go like this, and then it's gonna go here, you know? So this is also not an exciting chart. I want to see this. I want to see it coming up from below, you know? Unfortunately, it's coming up from below as this is, you know, it's the other way around. I want to see the price coming up from below, not the line coming up from below, you know? So let's just take a quick look and see if we can find something like that. Because, and this is also, given the conditions of the market, we should not expect to find that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say, are we gonna find anything like that here?
We may
No?
not, but that's the whole thing. When you do, it's like, that's interesting. You know, let's see,
Mhm.
Lamb Research. Ah, look at that. Okay, Lamb Research at the bottom, industry semiconductors.
Okay.
Hmm.
Did anyone find that? Everyone find
Not
that?
yet. Not yet. For me. No, I don't know why that's not up. for me.
Okay, all right. You know what? Just go to the chart, type in the symbol. It's LRCX.
LRCX. Okay.
Okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right, awesome. Okay, so you see how this chart looks different?
Mhm.
You know, the chart there isn't nosediving into the fucking line. Okay, it's like been bouncing along, blah, blah, blah. And look at this motherfucker. Okay, honestly, it's like you would have been buying into this thing. This is where you would have gotten the last signal. I mean, you would have gotten them here when you were in it, and you might have gotten it here, but you wouldn't sell here because it's like shallow and it's not like really plummeting through it and it's bouncing. And then same thing here. It's like, okay, like here, I'd be concerned. Like, oh my God, these are drops. But then, oh, okay, shoo, sustain. Stay above. Okay, so this is how this indicator works. In October, like right here, actually, right here, on October 6th, you would have gotten the indicator. And hopefully a little bit later here, like on October 10th, October 9th, you would have bought it. And you would have bought it for $368, okay? And you'd be holding it to this day at $549. Or better yet, you would have been like, okay, it crossed over. Let me see what options are available. And at this point, you might have bought yourself, oh my God, it broke 350. Let me look at the options. I have no idea what they cost. January 23, 500s. Oh, it's so far out of the money. Look, they're not that expensive. Boom, here we are 5 months later, it's at 547. Let me tell you, those 500s are worth several 100% what they were back in October. And that's, you know, that's what this shows you on all of these. Now, why would you have bought this one as opposed to others? And will this happen to everyone? Nope. Because yeah, they all break, all of the companies that show up in the upside results, today, they're all in the same spot. Today, they are all meeting the criteria of these parameters, Okay, but what is the chart going to look like from here on out? Is this a stock that just kind of dipped above that and then tomorrow is going to go back down? Is this a stock that has the potential to grow? Okay, and that's where, again, like I said, nothing is the end all be all. First, they show up on your upside results. Then you look at the chart. Then you look at what industry is this thing in. For instance, when I look at this, I'm not really interested in metals and mining. And even though Rio Tinto is on here, I'm not interested in them. I have 4 companies that show up as road and rail. I'm not interested in them. So I immediately eliminate, you know, I winnow that list of 50 that appear here down to ones that are in the sectors that I have an understanding of and whatever other criteria that make me comfortable. Then I see what kind of research shit they have. Okay, I take a look at that, and then I go back to launch tools. Don't forget this part. And I want you guys to click on all of them just to see what happens. Okay, because for instance, a thing that you can obviously click on here is news. Okay, so you click on news and you get a thing that launches that's for your company. You know, and like right now it says no news at this time, but you know, for, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be having too many news for really anything. But, well, okay, I clicked on briefing.com, but that's just like whatever. But you know, so, and because it's Sunday, so there might be less shit filtering in than there would be during business hours. But you would, you know, look at news there. You can also, you know, like basically look through all of these things. Just click on them. And you'll understand them. You won't. It's all part of what makes for understanding of everything. Now, click on Idea Hub. Okay, I'm sorry, go to Launch Tools in the Find Opportunities line, Idea Hub. Okay, did it load for everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so then click on Big Movers.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so this this is an options thing. Okay, this basically tells you, well, first of all, view by on top there where it says view by and it says large daily change, open interest. If you click on that, you know, you can take a look at all of these different parameters. You know, like something that I would look at is I would look at large option volume change, you know, something like that. Or really whatever else would fuel my interest at that time. And so let's just say we change it to large option volume change, equities only. Okay, and I change it, change the view type to list. Everyone with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So now, as you can see here, what you are looking at is basically, these were the options that had the largest increase in option volume. Why would there be an increase in option volume? Because obviously someone thinks something is going on, okay? And it tells you, like, for instance, the first one is purple innovation. Underneath that, it tells you where the action is. It's in the 319.35 calls. Okay. And if you look across, you see average option volume 3,000, current option volume 20,000. You know, someone thinks something, someone knows something, who the fuck knows? It's like if you watch CNBC during the noon hour, they'll have something where a guy will speak about unusual action.
Mhm.
That's exactly what it is. It's like, what's the weird shit that's going on? You know, what's
Is this where
interesting?
is this where the Reddit stuff would pop up?
I mean, it's obviously not going to say Reddit
No,
or
no, I
whatever,
know.
you know, but and you might not even. It's like if you watch it on that show, they won't say, "Oh, they're buying these 319.35 calls for this reason because purple is expected to blah blah blah." No, they'll just say there was unusual activity in the purple 319.35 calls. It's 6 times the normal activity. It expires on March 19th. Today is March 5th. I'm going to be in this for at least a week.
Mhm.
You know, but again, all of these things, all of these idea hub things, these are all short-term things. Okay, but it's another thing to look at. It's another thing to look at that can give you an idea of where something is going. Because hey, just because they're buying March 1935 calls, if you look at it and you take a look at the company, you're like, wow, this company has their shit together, blah, blah, blah. Why don't I buy, January 23, 35 calls instead of March 19? So this is basically like where you go to get ideas. That's it. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
But excuse
So
me, Bud, I gotta
yeah,
go. I gotta
yeah,
step
darling.
off.
Yeah, I want to wrap it up also. Yeah.
This has
So-
been awesome. Thank you
Awesome.
so much.
Awesome. My pleasure. My
Have
pleasure.
a good week, guys. Thank
All right,
you.
Bye.
darling. All right.
Bye.
Awesome. Okay, guys. So I wanted to basically just do this, set this one screen up with you, take you through, what we went through, to give you an idea of what's hiding behind where, so you can explore this on your own and click on things and all of that shit. Just in terms of setting up screens, just make sure that you keep on hitting this plus to create different screens and save. Always save, so that, like right now that you've set this up, in the future when you launch it, this will come up.
That's what I was
this
going to
will-
ask. So
Yeah.
right now I see that you're under new layout. If you look at the top screens with trade account, yeah, mine
Yeah.
is clicked under screen/research. Does that make a difference?
No.
So if, when I open this up next time, when I go to screen/research, will this come up? Like, is there save as watch list on the, should I save that? That's what you're saying when you say save?
Una secunda.
I just want to, like, I can redo this, but I don't want to miss anything, and I'm still figuring it out. And we clicked a lot of different things.
Yeah, right on, right on.
Yeah.
I'm also slow moving here, so you'll have to give me a second for all of my shit to get back to where I had it. Okay, and this is also when everyone seemed to be losing track of where they were, and oh my God, now I'm all screen gray. What happened? Blah blah blah. Just like what you said right now, this is probably what happened. You clicked on layout, whatever, new layout, screen research, some other tab up here, and something else appeared. Okay, it doesn't matter. You launch tools, this will appear. This will be there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So play around, do what you will.
The save
Any
as watches, do we
questions?
need to click that right there? You know that
No.
right there? No, we don't need
I don't
that.
know. No.
So when you say
I mean,
save, what do you
oh,
mean?
you know what? Hold on. Let me see what happens when I say save. Has been saved.
So Irene, I did mine as a file save as.
So yes, file save as.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that.
and
And
I
then
did
what
a
did you
save local- I just saved it as a local file.
on like the
And so then you always
desktop or
have the
whatever?
option when you come back in. So you can, so once you've done that, it saves it to a local file. And then when you go up, you can do a file load and load it from the local
Oh.
file. And
Okay.
that's, I believe that should always bring it back to here.
Okay, because it gets a
then you
backup
can-
file basically with the date, so you don't even need to rename it, just so you know what date you're looking for, type of thing, unless you have something specific you're looking for.
I mean, I'm guessing it's keeping some config information. So if you keep saving it, at some point you might say, well, oh, I had that one thing 3 weeks ago. I can't figure out where that is.
Yeah. So you can just kind of click
But
through
I'm
them and
go-
find out something.
I
Okay.
would probably always load the last one. I can see cases where I might go back further, but probably not.
Okay. So just as a backup in case something happens and we can't figure it out, we have
I
that
mean,
file.
all I know is I close this thing, I restart it,
when you
this
open
is
it.
what I get. I ask no
Okay,
questions.
everybody, I have to run. I didn't
Yeah,
realize it's
man. Yeah,
8:30,
man.
7:30.
Love
Oh,
you.
I love you
Alright.
guys. Thank you so
Bye,
much. Thank you,
Hassan.
Bottom.
Thanks.
I
See you
appreciate
later.
it.
Yep,
Bye now.
yep,
Bye, bye, bye.
yep. Okay, guys, if you want to chat, we can chat
Okay.
about anything, whatever. If not, we can move on with our evenings.
I mean, this is a lot
Hey,
to
Wendy,
process.
I didn't see you. I didn't have people viewing
Hi.
before.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Hi, Bottom.
We just turned our video on. So,
Okay,
hey, Bottom, thanks
cool,
for
yeah.
doing this. I know we
Sure
we
thing,
talked
man.
about doing this. So this is a huge help and certainly something that I
My
think all of us
pleasure.
can use. So
My
I
Yeah,
pleasure.
this
appreciate
was
your
my first
patience
time.
too.
Yeah, no
Sure.
problem.
I've
No-
opened this presentation, but I've been using it in a very rudimentary fashion. So
You know what? It's not about getting 45 different lines appearing on your screen. You know, it's not
Yeah.
about setting up like every freaking study that appears on that screen. You know, that gets
Yeah.
crazy. I would say, you know what? On Monday during market hours, if you have a chance, fire up this puppy. See what's happening in the upside screens. I'm going to do that because I've never seen a number like that. 8,000 things that meet the criteria. What the fuck is that? Obviously, when you see something like that, especially since what it's showing you here is 50 out of the 8,000 that apparently meet this. So I would be like, I'm not buying anything today if that many meet the criteria. It's like today this screener is completely useless. You know,
Mhm.
and I don't know if it's because it's Sunday. I can't imagine that, but I've never seen anything like that, which is why it's anomalous. So it's like that's the number that you throw out in the sample. It's so far outside the scope that it's like this is not a number. For
I mean, it might have to, right? Like, do you think it has to do with like everything dropping so that like things are starting to like it's trying to
Yes.
rebound, right?
Yes,
everything.
yes, because that's the whole thing is, and you know, what is the S&P? What is the symbol for the S&P?
SPY.
I mean, I think you're,
Yeah,
I think
SPY.
you're right.
even.
I think that based on one of those things where the price has dropped below the short-term
Right.
momentum and the long-term momentum. There's a lot of that going on right now.
Right. But you know, just put in SPY, okay, into the chart.
Mhm.
Okay.
So it's trying to hold its
it's
strength
right.
at the 50-day average.
Right. And you know, it's really like, you know, beginner 3-card Monty, you know, on a certain level. It's just at the 50. It's just at the 50-day, you know? And when you think about all the Sturm und Drang that has happened over this last week, you would think that we must be like, oh my God, all we're doing is like falling through floors that
Yeah.
have no bottom and we're just dropping and dropping and dropping. But that's not the case.
Yeah.
You know, that's not the case. If you literally look at where weeks start and where weeks end, and yes, This is the SPY, which reflects the S&P, not the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is different. But that's the whole thing, is that all of this shit has been going on in the, okay, I think, yeah, the QQQ is the NASDAQ, QQQ. Let's see.
Yeah, it's gonna look worse.
Yeah, I would say, that's what I would guess.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That makes sense.
Right, okay? So you see here it's dropped, okay? But
It's still above the 200
it's
day.
still above the 200 day, okay? And it's rebounding, but this is where everyone starts being a nervous Nelly, okay? But again, you can't look at things in an absolute. You know, to have one market going down and the others going up would be very strange on its own. But considering that the top 6 companies are part of both the S&P and the NASDAQ,
Makes sense.
you can't have one, you know. And again, America is built on optimism. You know, we're not good at having long periods of bad times. And as we as society become more and more ADD, we need this shit to happen quickly. That's why really all of these guys, they no longer talk about multi-quarter recessions or anything like that. They're like, yeah, it's gonna fucking happen, boom, bang. You know, you're gonna shit your pants, and then you'll be, using the bidet, and everything will be fine, kind of thing. So it's really what I am finding more and more is just like I think is hopefully you guys saw by some of the actions that I was taking is I'm sure I didn't sell at the best times, but I don't know when those best times are, and these were the times that made sense to me. So therefore, that's when you sell, when it makes sense to you. You know, for me, the triggers were the rotation, but not rotation from into, utilities, rails, minerals, or any of that shit. And it's really the hidden rotation. Facebook has found its bottom. It's been bouncing up on the big days that we've been down. Google, for some reason I just can't bring myself to buy it, but if anybody else wanted to, it might be a good idea, even though Google has held up more than anyone else and is actually been advancing. Amazon, too fucking expensive to really do anything with, but people are getting out of the stocks, unfortunately. Even like Square. Square is like on the periphery of that. Do we get out of this? Is this a real company, or is it nothing but multiple driven and all of that shit? But all the EVs, wholesale destruction, all, everything that was really based on earnings 3-4 years down the road, and that's been a lot of the companies that have been fueling the NASDAQ, because even though the NASDAQ is made up of the 6 biggest companies, it's also made up of a lot of little companies who are very exciting, who draw a lot of buzz. And when the wind is blowing right, they fill their sails and they go fucking nuts. And it's not even that when the wind reverses that they kind of drop anchor and hang out. No, they sink. The wind reverses and it overturns them, and bad things happen. And that's why I just did complete wholesale, just like, okay, you know what? I got to go back to my roots. And my roots are always, the big boys. And that is because it's really, that's actually a very apt metaphor. It's a tree. It's a giant fucking tree. The EV companies, battery, whatever high flyers are, those are the leaves and the little branches that hold the leaves. The apples, Banks, Berkshires, Fords, all of that, those are the trunk and the roots, you know? And even if there's a bad storm and whatever, and the leaves get blown off, and the tree may be like, whoa, but the tree and the roots are still strong. You know, the leaves get blown away. When the weather is perfect, the leaves are beautiful, there are flowers and all of that. What we don't see at that time, we see the beauty of the leaves and the flowers, but we don't see the fucking strength that's happening in the tree and in the roots. And that is what we see now. All the leaves have gotten blown away. And yeah, the tree has gotten battered and all of that. But look at the things that make up the tree. Microsoft is trading at like below 30 forward earnings. Same thing with Apple. Same thing with Facebook. Not quite yet Amazon. But
Facebook's chart was kind of funky still, actually. I was looking at it.
yeah,
and
but
yeah.
the chart is the chart. You know, the
Okay.
chart is going to look like ass. But that's why, you know, look, I came up with this thing, this 50-day thing. Do I use it? Sometimes, but when I do use it, it's for the leaves.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's for the leaves. I know, like as we saw, I looked at Apple. Apple is not on this chart. Apple is way below the 50-day, but you know, the 50-day and the 200 are narrowing. So that means that it doesn't have far to go to get above the 50, to get back above the 50. And
What
that's
does it
my
mean
expectation.
generally if it's gets below the 200 significantly? What does that mean?
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, I know it's not a good thing, but like,
Yeah.
can you like give me a little more?
It means that the company's potentially in deep shit,
Okay.
you know, and bad things have happened, and the stock has dropped so far below its trend that the future is not really foreseeable.
I see.
You know, that
Okay.
it's best to get out of it, or, you know, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. I just was
You know,
curious.
I
Just to
mean,
have
things
understanding.
like that are where you're like, okay, but you know, I have a friend who works there, and they told me, and, you know, then that's why I'm going to buy this now.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, it's like an insider tip. It's like when you
Yeah.
look at that and it's below its 200, you don't go, oh yeah, this thing is ripe. This thing's going to turn around. It might, but
Yeah.
I'm not betting on that.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I'm not betting on that.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right,
'cause
guys.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank you.
gonna
Thank you.
wrap it up here. Yeah, it's been fab. Hopefully
Yeah.
this will be a better week. I think it might. But then again, beware the Ides of March.
Hmm.
They're coming. You know, and the market is a suspicious animal. If they can hang something on something, they will. You know, and they've all read
Can
their
I just
shit.
make one?
Yeah, man.
Can I make one quick comment? Sort of interesting, just because you know, I studied economics, and I graduated in like 89, right? And I always find it interesting when people start talking about inflation. I think most of us either were non-existent or very young when inflation was a real problem in the 70s, right? Double-digit
Right.
inflation. We haven't had double-digit inflation in 40 years.
Right.
And inflation right now is not, it's nothing. And in fact,
It's
you know,
non-existent.
people always say some inflation is good. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, for the last 40 years, it's been relatively non-existent. It's really doesn't go much over 2%. And here's, I'll just make a couple of comments to say that, you know, there's some stimulus, looks like it's going to go through. I can see why people have concerns about that debt, yada, yada, except that, you know, this is one you borrow. So I'll say that. And is it the right amount, blah, blah, blah. What's that going to do to inflation? Well, you know, I'll say this, inflation might go over 2%. And again, might freak people out because in the mini roller coaster that is
Mhm.
inflation over the last 30, 40 years, when it goes over 2%, that's notable, but not a problem. And, my prediction for what it's worth is there's going to be some economic stimulus. We're going to have some growth this year, a lot of spending, a lot of pent-up spending, and that demand, it's not, there's going to be a supply demand issue, right? Nobody wants to ramp up thinking that there's going to be demand, right? You don't want to be that guy who makes all the stuff and then it's not there. So the companies are trying to figure out how much to make, how many services to offer, how many flights to have, yada, yada, right? So there is going to be a short-term spike in demand that's going to exceed supply, and it's going to lead to some short-term inflation. Could be 2.2, 2.5%. In my opinion, that's going to wear off because if there's economic expansion, people are going to catch up. The companies are going to catch up with that demand. It'll drop back down. So all I'm going to say is don't
At
get
this
caught up in the
point,
hyper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
don't
this
get caught
point,
up-
it
don't get caught up
doesn't
in
really
the
matter. The stock
It's
market
kind of
has
bullshit.
gone up with the inflation being much higher than 2% in the past, so
They
it's
did
not
the same
really an
thing
issue.
Yeah, they did the same thing in 2008, 2009.
Right.
So, it's like, anyways, just in case anybody's paying
Yep.
attention.
Yeah.
That's just my
Okie
opinion.
dokie. All right, guys.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you
Good to meet
again.
you again.
Nice
Have a
seeing
great
you
week.
guys.
Make lots of money.
You too. Talk to
Ciao,
you
ciao.
soon. Thank you. Bye,
All right.
guys.
Bye-bye.